Hello, my name is Ronnie Hash, and today we're going to be going over another Nmap video. My first video was an introduction to Nmap, and in that video we did a quick ping scan, which we was able to identify which host may be up on the network, and that switch was -S capital P. We also did just a regular Nmap scan to see if we can identify which ports was open on a system, which was just Nmap and a host IP address. And the last switch we discovered or used in the first video was -O, which was OS discovery. Now today we are going to talk about two more switches. Which one is a protocol scan, which we want to identify what protocols is supported on that host, and also a service version scan, so we can see what the version number of that service. Now, some of these switches, like I know with the protocol scan, can actually bury a network, can hold up a switch. So anytime you're using these tools, please really get comfortable with it. Know the network that you're scanning, because you don't want to bring down your company network or a network that you're doing testing on for a company. So let's get started. We're about to do a protocol scan of a host to see what protocol is support. That's going to be Nmap. Actually, you remember in Nmap, some of these switches you need root level to run them. So we're going to do the sudo Nmap -S capital O 192.168.1.12. Now here, it shows that it supports 4 protocols: ICMP, TCP, UDP, and SCTP. I'm pretty sure you guys know what ICMP is, TCP, and UDP. And if you didn't know what SCTP is, that is Stream Control Transmission Protocol. And I will actually paste a link so you can read up more about that protocol. Now, what a hacker can do is take these protocols and say, this system supports these several different protocols, so it can help with the guess of what type of system it is, whether it's a regular server or whether it's a router, switch, etc. Now, let's take a look at another switch, which we said we're going to try to determine what version a service is running on a system. And that would be sudo Nmap -S capital V. Sometimes Nmaps run really fast, sometimes it's slow, depends on your network, depends on your host response. Nmap is a real good utility for any admin, and actually it's a good tool that a lot of hackers use for bad. Now, as we see that it returned and told us that we're running OpenSSH version 4.2, Apache 2.2.0, and it's also taking a guess it's Linux SUSE. That's real good information. RPC bind 2, LDAP, and also it's saying LDAP allows anonymous bind. Yes, I know, but I'm behind the network. This system is not exposed to the internet, so that's okay. And NFS 2-4, and also MySQL 5.0.18. Now, when a hacker is discovering this information, what they would do is take this information, go to a vulnerability database, security database, to see what type of exploits is exploitable for these service versions. Now, a network admin can also take the same approach, scan their network, and see what versions of apps is running on their network, so they can also put it into some sort of patch management system. Say, for instance, you're a security administrator, and you know in the paper it just released a MySQL 5.0.18 has a buffer overflow, or it has some sort of issue that will allow someone to gain root on the system. What you would do is a quick scan of your network to try to see what versions of MySQLs that you're running. So again, we went over 2 different switches that is very useful for any admin, for any network engineer, or any security pen tester. And thank you for taking the time to look at my video, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and look forward to many more switches that we're going to be going over, and we're going to be discussing when to use them, why to use them.